Good night. I'm here with Mr. Thomas, the principal of Virtual High School. And I'm just going to ask him a few questions about the new complex. How does it feel about it? What does this mean for Virtual School? I know the community itself have lots of talent, and I know some of the challenges that you might have experienced being a teacher, now the principal of the school. What does this new lighting means to you personally and for the Virtual School?
Well, good evening to all those who are viewing. It was indeed a pleasure to witness this ceremony, the renaming of the Virtual playing field and the lighting of the complex. One of the things that I look forward to is the maximization of its usage through the adults and youth programs that are implemented our community base. Now we recognize that this complex in particular, the lighting, it edifies the persons who use it. It helps to develop it creates a space or an atmosphere where they help to develop their different skills or talents. We have events such as sports days that are here on a yearly basis, with the exclusion of last year. Well, the former years where COVID actually took place, we had a halt or a slow in events, but we recognize the importance of these lights because we have our young girls and boys, oftentimes they come to these grounds to train or practice to improve their craft, and they have to halt or put a pause on their practice sessions because the lighting was inadequate. And so with this, we now have an extension of practice hours, which means that persons can now enhance their craft in an extended time. We recognize too that the graduation for the Virtual High School, as the principal in my capacity, the graduation was held here for the first time last year. Well, actually for the last cohort, but in January 2021, and we are looking to be back here in January 2022 to have another graduation ceremony here for our hard-working fifth farmers. And we recognize that the addition of these lights would help to enhance that program as well, probably reduce even some of the costs for lighting that would have been incurred by the school. And so we are quite appreciative, not only the Virtual High School students, but also those from the T. William Primary School and the Vantage Primary School and all schools across the Federation whose boys and girls might come here to, practice or engage in any sporting events. These lights most definitely would help to improve their experiences.
What are your take on the two persons that was chosen for the renaming of the new complex?
Well, like many persons in the community, I was quite anxious to see who these persons were going to be in terms of our relative to the renaming of the complex. And we had Takaila Hart Johnson, a Form 4 student, and Mr. Zaidi Burnham, a Form 5 student of the Virtual High, who adequately outlined what the contribution of the persons, Mr. Samuel and Mr. Williams, were, or might I say are, to the development of sports in the community. And I am most comfortable, and it's not for me to be comfortable, but I am quite pleased or satisfied with the persons who they have chosen to rename this complex after. To my mind, they have made an invaluable contribution to the development of sports within the community and St. Kitts and Nevis on a whole. So,
before you go, your school just won, well, an individual of the school was chosen one for naming this year Independence. How do you feel about that? What is your take on that?
I'm quite elated. The young man's name is actually Imani Samuel. He's a third form student. Quite respectful, his decorum is one that, young men can emulate. And this is the first time that we had a student winning such competition, in that the Independence theme competition, and his entry was quite fitting. In fact, it transcends not only this, it's not only fitting for this year's independence, but it's something that we can apply all throughout our lives. We must adapt, diversify, and recreate in every aspect of our lives. And so to Imani Samuel, I say much commendations to you and your family and the Virtual High School family at large. We are proud people, and we are quite proud of Mr. Imani Samuel.
Thank you very much, Mr. Thomas, for your time, and you have a wonderful evening and happy independence. tomorrow.
Happy Independence to you too, and to everybody. Thank you so much.